Hello, welcome to Asian Petrolhead. It is August 8th here in Korea. It's about 7 p.m. We just finished the day review of the Mohave masterpiece. You see it, Mohave. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like under the moonlight when it's dark. So we're gonna upload the daytime review soon as well. So please refer to that as well. And before we begin, please do support us by subscribing to our channel and also hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos. Okay, so let's start with the behind design. And this is the LED combination tail lamp. Hold on, let me just turn on the turn signal for you guys. There. So actually turn signal, and that's actually backup lamp. It's 4-wheel drive. It says Mohave in the middle. It's actually Kia is calling it vertical cube lamp. So guys, let me know what you think about the rear design. It's got quad exhaust outlet below. See, but they are fake. It's actually, there's one outlet below here, and yeah, so let me know what you guys think about the design, and let me also show you the trunk. Okay, it's got power lift gate, of course, and wow, it's really bright here. Spaces wise, it's pretty large, but it's a little bit smaller than the Telluride, I think. And you know, I was going to show you the cool captain chairs, but Kia guys sent me 5-seaters because we have 5-seater. There's extra storage area below here, and you know, they're giving us mobility kit, no spare tire. But if you look, looks like, you know, depending on the market, you get a spare tire. I checked it too. There's a room for a spare tire as well. So okay, and there's a 12-volt charging right here. And speakers and so forth. Okay, so all right, let me also show you the second row seats. Like I said, Kia introduced a 6-seater for the first time in Mohave with this new Mohave, but unfortunately they didn't send me the 6-seater. I was going to show you the cool captain chairs in the middle, but maybe next time. All right, so this is what interior looks like. I am 6'2", but you know, there's plenty of legroom, and headroom is also pretty good too. Soft touching material, and soft touching material, and it's got Lexicon 15 speakers. It sounds really awesome. Let me show you in a little bit. Window, not all the way, but almost all the way. It's got some handles for the rear passengers. You know, hard plastic on the bottom, but up to this level is pretty good. So I noticed there's no sunshade, but hope they had it, because you know, nowadays they're giving it to Sonatas and everybody. So you know, there's also walk-in device, air vents. You know, they will have climate control for the other 7 or 6-seaters, and 2 USB charging ports and 1 220-volt charging. And if you see, the floor is not that high either. Okay, some cup holders, cushy armrest. Okay, so you know, they used kind of like a quilted leather seats. Leather's pretty nice here. Everywhere is pretty nice. Hard plastic here, hard plastic on the bottom. Okay, so yeah, looks like this. And you know, liner is pretty good up here, and they just have a regular sunroof. It's not panoramic or anything like that. Okay, so let's move to the front and show you, because it's got lots of cool things going on up front. And there's also side step for you if you need. It looks pretty similar from the side. And let me also show you the front design. Why I left the engine on, so they, okay, nice. So it's got Although this new guy shares the old platform, it doesn't look anything like the old guy. So let me just show you quickly. It's got quad headlamp actually, and this one's on the bottom is actually for the high beam, and that's for the regular headlamp. Fog lamp, and it's got very distinctive grille in the middle, its own emblem. Okay, so that's a radar sensor for the adaptive cruise control, and you got some sensors up here as well. So our tester is wrapped around with 265 50 by 20 on front and back. Yeah, it's wrapped around with Hankook tires. So it's got V6 variable geometric turbocharged diesel engine, and says Mohave on the side. Okay. All right. Let me also show you the interior. Okay. Okay, soft touching material, and I really like the wood trim. It's simulated, but looks very nice. You know, soft touching material. Lexicon sound system. It sounds pretty good. Let me just let me demonstrate it pretty soon. Lovely looking steering wheel. This part is a little bit hard, but you know, it's not actually leather. This time, for the first time, they have added all the driving aids, advanced ones, adaptive cruise control with stop and go functionality. It will also work with the navigation, so it will slow down in front of the camera detectors automatically for you. So you know, to sum it up, they looks really like the Kia guys really wanted to take the interior of the K9 or K900 and place it onto this new Mohave. It's got two large screens, 12.3 gauge cluster and 12.3 infotainment screen. I think it looks fantastic, guys. Let me know what you think about the gauges. It's got right here, it's got dry modes and terrain modes. You can't go to other modes except when you press this button. Okay, so we got three dry modes: comfort, eco. It's not my favorite. I don't really like this kind of stuff. And there's also sports. So it will actually have three distinctive designs for the each dry modes. Okay, and terrain mode. When you press this button, it will let you go to terrain mode. There's three: snow. You know, it's good for the slippery conditions, and you know, mud. When you turn the mud, the hill descent control automatically turns on. This guy, yes, has the hill descent control, and we have one more called sand. Okay, so that's about it. Let's turn it back to comfort, which is my favorite part. It's got seating memories. It's got everything. ESC off. You can change the illuminations. I think it's about 15 is good or so. And you know, let me also show you. This is with fog lamp, without fog lamp, and there's also auto high beam. People, I want to show you. This is actually what high beam looks like. Okay, there are people on the other side, so I don't want to get them mad. Okay, so just quick demonstration. And overall, if you let me just turn this off. Overall, they seems to be moving away from red lights to white lights. So guys, let me know. Personally, I think it looks better this way, white. So I mean, some people like it outish, you know, reddish. So let me know what you guys think about white versus, you know, red. But yeah, I think it really looks nice. It's got you know, button type on the top, dials, toggle switches for the temperature. So it looks really good. It's got a air cleaning mode, you know, so auto. So it's really nice. This part looks really like they have taken out from the K900, and you know, it's got heating seats, ventilation seats. Where's my phone? You can also, there's also covers, so you can cover everything. But This part, all this part is covered with high glossy material, so I'm a little bit worried about scratches, but you know, if you're careful, should be okay. Wireless charging pad, 2 USB charging port. This one's fast charging, and this one's for your Apple CarPlay and Android. It supports both of them. And down here there's also auto hold, 4-wheel lock mode, what you call this, heated steering wheel, park assist off, and this is, I need to put this here. Also different, you can change the view here. This is around view monitor, so pretty nice. So it's got everything in here. What else did I miss? Oh, there's the, they have added actually the mood lamp here, but that's it. That's the only part they have added. It's not here, no, not on the door trim, it's just this part, okay? Let me also show you a few interesting parts. Just like the Palisade and the Kia Telluride, they also have added driver talk. You see, you can talk to people at the back. I'm not sure if you can hear it because it's picking up through the speakers right here and sending it to the mic up here and sending it to the rear. So it's actually, you don't have to shout at them. So that's the whole idea. And also there's quiet mode. Let me just demonstrate that. Let's just say, hold on. Let me just use this snowy village. Let's just say you're listening to some music and you know, you see your kids falling to sleep and you just press this quiet mode. And what it does is it lowers volume to 7. You know, if it was higher, then we'll just lower it to 7. You know, so you don't bother people sleeping at the back. But what a poor guy, you have to drive yourself alone. So that's the whole idea. And you can also change this tile. You know, if you're a sports guy, you can put this guy here, or you can put the driver talk here and sports here. Let's see. When you do like that, it changes. So that's also very good thing. Like I told you, I don't know why they put here. I started seeing this from Kia Cadenza. But the 15 speaker Lexicon speakers are really awesome. Rainy day, open cafe, warm fireplace, snow village. Okay, so I don't know why they put there, but so. What other features I wanted to show you? Well, there's car to home. You need to kind of log in, but you know, actually you can start the Mohave from your house, and also you can control home appliances like air conditioning or heaters, or you know, your living room lights and so forth like that. So that's also actually something Kia and Hyundai is trying to push here. What else? Vehicles I wanted to show you. You can do control. There's also head-up display. You know, the lights, ambient lights. You can change all that color, brightness. This is to the maximum. You can choose color. I don't know if you can see it, because I felt really bad. I wanted to show it with you through the Sonata, but it wasn't picking it up nicely because it was on the bottom. But this one you should be able to see. Okay, so you can choose. Okay, like that. Okay, so that's it. And what else? I wanted to show you something. Oh, you can also change the tailgate. It's also smart gate, and you can also change the slow or fast, how fast the power gate opens. Okay, so yeah, it's got auto hold and everything. So all right guys, let's go for a drive. If you see, the headlamp is really bright here, and let me just demonstrate the high beam. High beam is even brighter, so just wanted to show you. Hold on, give us a second. Let me just pay. Okay, now let's go for a drive. And one unfortunate thing is Kia didn't include a blind spot monitoring system on the new Mohave. I don't know why they didn't put it, because they put it on the new Cadenza, on the new Sonata. So that's a little bit disappointing, because when you turn the blinker, you should have the the image of the cross traffic, but this one does not. But other than that, this guy has everything you can imagine. It's got lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control with stop and go functionality, for collision avoidance warning, lead car departure alert. I'll show you pretty soon. So it's generally very quiet, and this guy is really big, so and you sit very high. I'm not sure if you can see it. You sit very high, so you have the very good commanding view. So it's actually easy to drive, and see, it's got very big side mirrors here, and generally the windows are very big, so you have very good visibility, which is essential thing for easy and pleasant driving, I think. So as you can see, it's driving, right now we're in comfort mode, and it's driving very smoothly. We'll turn it to sports mode as soon as we get to the express highway. This guy also has sound generator, so let me just show you, and let me ask you what you guys think about it, because I am not a fan of sound generators, but something to think about. It will follow the car front, but I'm going to make a U-turn, so just make a U-turn here. So the V6 is quite powerful, I think. It produces about 260 horsepower and about 413 pound-feet of torque, and it's made it to 8-speed automatic, and power is sent through all 4 wheels, and it's actually built up on rear wheel platform, so it's actually quite big, but it's actually actually if you push it, really the rear tires will peel out, so it's also something to think about. I talked about it on the daytime review, but the climate and media controls and most buttons are really straightforward to use, very easy to use, and what do you call it, the mood lamp it's okay. I mean, it's there, something to, really high-end bespoke cars get some paintings on the dashboard, but this guy just put a ambient light. I think it's a good idea. And I really like the Kia moving away from the red lights to white lights. I think it looks nicer, in my opinion. So you can get it to big map like this, or get it to divide it up like that. So that's also pretty cool. What else? Let me show you the adaptive cruise control working. Right now I set it to 30. Let's see, the car is gonna stop, and this guy is gonna stop for me. I'm not braking anything. So this guy stopped, and if the lead car departs within 5 seconds, it will follow itself. But if it goes over 5 seconds, it says use switch or paddle to accelerate. So let me just wait, and if there's room, I will just press on the switch and it will follow the car again. So that is what I mean when I say this car has adaptive cruise control with stop and go functionality. So head-up display works beautifully, just same as the other cars. It will provide lots of information about the rear cross traffic, your adaptive cruise control, speed, and you know, it will also let you know if there's a speed bump coming, or you know, camera detectors or stuff like that. So it's pretty nice. You know, you can also have it lots of other information. You know, this is actually the tire pressure, and that's for the torque split. That's for the driving too fast today. Fuel economy very bad. So that kind of thing. And you know, so I just press the button, not putting on my foot on the accelerator, and it just goes. And see this car coming, and it will brake again. So, and I like to also show you one more thing. It's got lead car departure warning. I'm not sure what they call it in English actually, but if the, you know, while you're texting and stuff like that, and if the car in front departs and you don't notice it, then it will alarm and say, beep, you have to drive now. So we'll show you that momentarily, okay? And while we wait, let me just turn on the radio.
좀 거장은 맞지만
The
한국에서의
15
취향이랑은
speaker
맞지
Lexicon sound system is really nice.
창밖에 지금 팬들께서 막 박수를 막.
And I'm not sure if you guys have this. I don't think you guys have it. It's called DMB. It's digital media broadcasting. We have it in Korea. It's actually TV channels that gets transmitted to, you know, your tablets, stuff like that. So this is all the news. So, I don't think you guys have it though. So let's get back to the car review. I don't know what that was. Okay, so I showed you pretty much everything. Voice memo. You can record something and then play it back later, you know. Hello guys, welcome to Asian Petrolhead. It's saved. You can play back later. Hello guys, welcome to Asian Petrolhead. Okay, so okay. So it says lead car is driving away. So it's letting you know, hey driver, it's time to drive now. So that's also another pretty cool feature. I'm not sure if any other makers does provide information about that. So wow, another light. So generally this V6 diesel is very smooth. I mean, you know, if you've driven 4-cylinder diesel engines, you know what I mean. You know, they're kind of very loud and shaky, but this V6 is very nice. I mean, I drive Hyundai Veracruz as my daily driver, and that guy also has a same old engine in it, and they're very reliable, very fun to drive because it's got very fat torque, starting at 1500 RPM. It just pulls this heavy cars very nicely, and you know, so far I haven't had any problems with that engine, and just lovely. And but you know, it has to use diesel, which is not that eco-friendly. So, but other than that, these engines are fantastic. Wow, so it's actually it's a national holiday tomorrow, so there's lots of cars here going home. So. So let me just demonstrate lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control working together. Let me just set the speed to the speed limit. Let's just put it 5 kilometers over the speed limit and see what it does in front of the camera detectors, because we're gonna have some coming. So right now, adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist, both systems are working together, and as you can see, I don't have to steer myself or, you know, put gas on it. So it's a very reliable system. Until the last year model, they did not have adaptive cruise control or lane keep assist. So it's a very nice system. It's very nice to have one. If I were to buy a new car, see right now, there's a camera detector. Do you see? I set it to 85, but it's only going to 80, which is working with the navigation. So it will ask you to put your hand on the back on the steering wheel if you know, if I don't put it on it for too long. So after the camera detector, it will actually go to 85. So I'm not sure how that's legal, but it will actually do that. So, okay, as I promised, I'm gonna put the car into sports, the other way, sports, and now the sound generator is on. So guys, let me know what you think about the sound generator. Yeah. Well, this is a diesel. I don't think it doesn't sound anything like the diesel, but you know, something to add to your diesel engine sound, I guess. Well, wish there was paddle shifters, but they did not add them. So we have at least a gear selector to change the gears. You know, it's 8-speed automatic. You know, I have driven faster Kia 8-speed, probably tuned for the large SUV. It's not quick shifting, but it's shifting pretty smoothly. I like that, you know. And this diesel engine will really push this car quite nicely. So, yeah, I don't really like the sound generator. It's okay, but I'm just gonna turn it back to comfort mode, which is without the sound generator, okay? So, guys, let me know what you think about the sound generator sound in the comment section, okay? So you can have it big map like this, which is really great because they also give you the current traffic information. So, what about the handling? Well, it's actually freeway, so I cannot actually test the handling, but I did this evening, until this evening, and it handled pretty nice, but it's really heavy. You know, they also put electric rack type electric steering system here, but you know, but that doesn't help. This guy's really big and heavy, so you know, it's really accurate in low speed and parking lot stuff like that. It's really light, so it's easy to maneuver in low speed. And when you're driving on the highway like this, it feels very stable. You know, it becomes very heavy, so it's really nice, but nonetheless, it's not a sports car. So if you ask me, is this car sporty? No, probably not. If you want sports car, you know, buy a Stinger, you know, and have lots of fun. And then if you just like to have a, you know, freeway cruiser, you know, family hauler, you know, this is pretty nice car in Korea, because, you know, we don't have Kia Telluride here in Korea. And lots of people are asking me, you know, do you think Kia will import this Mohave to US and other countries? You know, I'm not sure about the US because US and for the other countries who Kia starts selling the Telluride, because they probably don't want the cannibalization between the Mohave and the Telluride. But I read it in the article, maybe in Middle East and some other countries who Kia used to sell Mohave, then yes, they will probably sell this car to your market. But I'm not sure really sure about the US market. Okay, so now we are going to make a U-turn and go back. So guys, just let me know what you guys think about the new Mohave. They're calling it Mohave the Master. Okay, so.
Collision warning.
And also let us know what you guys think about the night drive. I've been doing it for about 4 times. I'm not really sure, 3 or 4 times. So, and because I really wanted to show you. So this is actually how it handles. It's a pretty large car, so. So this is what the diesel actually sounds like. Don't want to scare this person, do we? So compared to Santa Fe and Kia Sorento, this guy is one above, right? The flagship SUV from Kia. So it really drives like big guy with a big engine. So it's got lots of torque. Like I said, 413 torque. Peak torque starts as early as 1500. So it just pulls this massive guy without much effort. So I would say this guy is best fit as a highway cruiser, just like this, Just have the adaptive cruise control on, have the lane keep assist on, just chill out and have some great time with your family, listen to your music. And this is diesel, so relatively it's better. It has a better fuel economy. When I checked the fuel economy in the city, while I was commuting back from my home and to my work, about 40 kilometers of the city driving, it returned about 21 miles per gallon. And on the highway, when I was cruising, about 90 to 100 kilometers per hour, about for 40 kilometers, it returned about 27 miles per gallon. So it is not that fuel efficient, but compared to regular, petrol and gasoline engine, this is much better. So that's also something to think about. Okay. So very nice, right? It says keep hands on the steering wheel. Okay, sir. Yeah. And one day I really like to show you the auto high beam right there. Because in city conditions it just doesn't work. Okay, so looks pretty good. Heated ventilation seats, everything. So it feels pretty stable even. So it feels very stable even on high speed, and good brakes. Good brakes. Although it feels very heavy, but brakes were good. I mean, I've been abusing this car this evening, and it was taking it very nicely. Although it's very heavy, if you refer to my day review, it kind of handles pretty nicely too. But the experience was a little bit scary too. So yeah. So as you can see, it's got very good low to mid-range torque. So it just pulls the car very, very nicely. And when you get it up to speed, yes, you hear some wind noise, but overall, you don't hear much of the tire noise or the coming from the bottom. So it's a very nice, quiet car. Really like it. And Kia have added all the driving aids, adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist, so which makes driving much easier and more pleasant. So what about the ride? Actually, this is a body-on-frame SUV from Kia, and actually this one is actually riding much better than the 2019 year model, because Kia says they reworked all the suspensions so that shocks are sitting more vertically and changed all the bushings and many of the components. And those two things are working pretty nicely, because seems to be riding much better. But I actually like the ride of the Telluride better. This one, you start with the sitting high position and everything, and I kind of like the lower sitting position of the Telluride as well. So guys, this has been our night drive on the 2020 Kia Mohave, the Master. So guys, let me know what you guys think about the car and when it's dark. We're gonna also another daytime review as soon as we're done editing it, so please refer to that as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and please do support us by subscribing to our channel, and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Thank you guys, and good night.